Good afternoon, December 25th, 2014. I'm out in the shop just installing some Christmas presents I got from the wife and kids. I have a new high-tech servo going in to replace this one. And I actually got some aluminum knuckles. I've been running plastics on this truck since I built it before Axial Fest this year. I have the driver's side installed. These are actually high clearance knuckles. You can see that on the lower part of the steering link, it's actually sitting higher than the passenger side. Just adds a little bit of clearance for the steering link, trying to clear obstacles and rock and whatnot in the trail. I have it mounted underneath the arm rather than on top because I'm not sure of the interference issues I'm going to have with my chassis mounted servo here in this Wraith chassis. So I'll come back in a sec when I get the other side put in, and they had a phenomenal fit. I actually put some new hardware on there rather than the old plastic, the old coarse threaded screws, almost like wood screws that go into the plastic C-hubs. I actually went ahead and put in some M3 cap head screws. So I'll come right back and show the difference, and we'll go from there. It's really not much to see until you look at the location of the link ends. They're actually a little bit higher than mid-axle now. I had to use a longer longer steering link for it to work. I could have used the stock steering link and threw some spacers in, but I had this link laying around. It actually has a slight bend to it, and it was a little too long, so what I did was actually bent it just a little bit more and screwed in the rod ends a little bit to make it fit. So there's all that. The extra things I did was I took and used some of this hardware from Screw Loose, Hex Head Hardware. You can find them on RC Crawler and on Facebook. I replaced I believe they are 10 millimeter self-threading screws. Similar to that. I can't quite find the ones that went in there. I threw them in the little used screw catcher I have right there. And used 10 millimeter cap head screws rather than button heads. I'm not a big button head fan. I always strip them out eventually. They get rusty, they get dirty, and they strip real easy. Cap heads really hard to strip. And I'm not a big stainless fan. I like the black oxide screws. So there that is. Hot racing, high steer knuckles, high clearance. They work really well. They look really good putting them on. And then the new servo, wherever I set it, it's sitting right there. Still a little time to dry on that. So there's a Scout. Should be back on the trail this weekend, and then we actually have a trail run on New Year's Day. So everyone have a happy Christmas, happy New Year's, have a good time with your family and your friends, get out and drive. We should be out hopefully the next day or so when the wind calms down and it's not so cold and frigid. Put some tools away, enjoying some movies, have some fun. We'll catch you later.